is doing some more Fire Emblem stuff. I mentioned last week that I wanted to do some BlazBlue cross tag battle, but my copy didn't arrive yet, unfortunately. So I'm doing some more, attempting the FE8 self randomizer again, just kind of as some filler for this week. This, I believe, is a newer version than the last one that I attempted a few months ago. And I don't know what Arch was doing with the title card here. Everything is off just by a bit, by a little more than a bit. Just starting again from the beginning. Gonna try to make it a little crazier than what we had last time. How high does this actually go? It goes up to 100? Well, last time I think we did 30 to 40. I'm gonna bump it all the way up to 75 this time. We'll randomize the thieves as well. So this was an option that I don't think was in the first one I attempted, and peak water units. What I think it's meant to avoid that situation that I ran into the first time, where in, was it chapter 2, I think, with the mountain bandits, the brigands that got randomized to classes that can't walk on peaks. And then therefore they were just kind of stuck there until I was able to throw enough stuff at them for them to actually die. So I'm not entirely sure the setting based on the options, but I'm going to assume that one tile move implies that any class can walk one tile on peaks and waters, and limit classes would then force the reinforcements that appear on peaks to be classes that can move on those tiles. So I suppose this would extend to pirates and walking on water as well, and I think there was a monster class that could walk on water, or the bales, the giant spiders, can walk on peaks as well. And then pure random gives us what we had before. So I'm gonna try the one tile move, and we'll see later on if that actually does what I think it does. We'll randomize the weapon stats as well. We'll stick with classic, though if I were going to be more serious about this, I might do the casual, which sounds contradictory, but at the same time, especially when something like a randomizer is so RNG crazy that it can create unwinnable situations, the casual mode does help mitigate that a bit and would alleviate unnecessary frustrations in that sense. Sure, I can randomize the map music, but yeah, I'll going back and thinking about whether or not I do actually want to randomize thieves or not, and I think I'll stick with that. So I did hear that there was supposed to be an Easter egg here, and I don't know why this particular one, but I believe, let's see if I can double check my notes, see if I wrote it down. Yeah. Was it lowercase or capital? I have lowercase written down, but I'm not sure. But fur, for whatever reason, is supposed to be a Easter egg if used as the seed for this randomizer. And if we get certain distance and don't notice anything, then, or maybe it crashes. Let me try that again. All right, so maybe it didn't like lowercase. Or maybe I'll not skip this. Oh, that might be the cameo. Why though? Or does it just makes everyone fur? For I've heard people pronounce her name Fear as well, and I haven't actually looked at the katakana for her Japanese name, but I've always pronounced it Fur. But why though? Alright. There we go. It didn't freeze this time. Oh god. Everyone's an archer. I don't know how to feel about this. Fur wasn't even an archer in her original form. That's not a rapier. Alright, so this wasn't quite the random I was expecting. Even enemy portraits. Hang on a sec. Huh. Oh, alright, so this is going to be the weapon randomization already screwing me over. .24 hit. Well. Never mind, I've already shot myself in the foot. No healing items because got randomized to a secret book. Alright. Yeah. It normally does, but I wanted to check the seed And so you enter a tactician's name, and that acts as the seed for a randomizer for this one. And there was an Easter egg seed that I heard about this character's name, Fur. And apparently that just makes everyone Fur. It also doesn't feel like it's really randomized my stats much, but I'm already at a terrible disadvantage. I can shove onto the... I might be able to make something work with that. I can shove onto the peaks, try to take advantage of that avoid. But it's going to be an uphill struggle. I need to get rid of iron weapon ASAP, because the iron bow is only 24 accuracy at base. Stuff like that happens. And I mean, oh, this is fortunately class skill working for me. Certain blow. So that patches up my on initiation-ish accuracy, but oh, he's got a longbow too. So I'm still gonna have to deal with that somehow. I should be able to shove another space in. We'll see what this does, how he acts. Well, I'll take it. So I have surmounted the odds. We'll see how far I can take this. Oh no, Fur is in danger. At least the enemies now have iron weapons as well, so we are all in the same boat, except for that guy who has those guys who have steel bows. We'll turn this into a war of attrition. Does everyone have? I think everyone has certain blow. So 5 defense, 0 defense. Lovely. I mean, I think there's plenty of fur already here. Oh, so even lower stats for all the enemies are stronger than my units. Oof. I mean, only 17 hit, but oof. Oh, you've got a steel bow. A bow that's not an iron bow. Means I can actually hit something. Kind of wish I got personal skills because I did set personal skills on. Oh gosh, they kept their color palettes. I should have recognized that from the vaguely Seth colored fur from before, but it wasn't messed up enough for me to realize. Franz isn't too bad. Everything having certain blow definitely makes this something of a player phase dominated game. Or, yeah. I don't know, I want to... Well... Oh, both of these furs have 0 defense. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to differentiate them later on. Take that fur. Okay. I mean, I was kind of expecting that fur to attack, you know, any of the units on my team that have 0 defense instead of the one unit on my team that has defense. But sure. Well, that is... What's up? I mean, it might as well be, yeah. $19. 12, nope. Can't kill. Four, 5. So Erica Fur has marginally better stats than Franz Fur. Though that's basically just 1 luck. No, 5 luck and 1 skill. Though Franz Fur has a lot higher HP. Well, time to see what happens. Is Seth Fur gonna be dead at the end of this turn? Quite possibly. Probably, yep. Oh, this guy's got the forest tile. That's instant death. probably not going to make any difference, but... Actually, I might have just put my Lord Fur in double range speed-wise. Oh, okay. Well. By game over here, I'm not continuing with this particular seed. I'm gonna try something else, because this is different, but it's not actually the random I was looking for. This is unfortunately on the opposite spectrum. $93. Jeez. I got pretty much got nothing. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. Try this again, the settings I had before. Give me a seed that's not fur. This can be anything, like it's just looking for a string of characters to use to base its randomizer on. Alright. Well, I think Erica's a Revenant. Oh, no. They got re-randomized, and I'm okay with this. This is a moderately better. Alright, so Falcon Knight Seth with Pavis, which is pretty awesome, though skill isn't super high, so don't have 11% with. Yeah, he always starts with 13 HP for this chapter because of the scripted fight with the Vaulter at the prior to this. He takes a blow for defending Erica. But killing edges are pretty nuts, and I got 2 of them and can use them. Though, looks like the enemy would get one if they killed Seth. Iron bows are usable. That's all I asked for, really. They're not great, but they're not a detriment like they were last time. I think reposition is her personal skill, which is awesome because reposition is a fantastic skill. I got rally speed and darting blow. He only has 3 defense though, but all of his other stats are pretty fantastic as usual. So he'll be dodge tanking. Let's see, can I check? Do I have... No. There we are. So here are our stats. We got only 3 base defense, but a 70% growth. So if I put those levels into him, it'll catch up. Yeah, he just looks about as game breaking as he usually is. Meanwhile, Erica, no defense or res, which is kind of okay for an archer. She should ideally be sniping things dead before they can really counterattack anyway. I'm probably going to feed her the dragon shield we started with, just so that she's not stuck at 1 defense and 10 HP for too long. Her HP is not going to grow super fast either, so she is definitely glass cannon, but in a slightly better class for it. And this is probably, yeah, instant death. How's Elfire? Elfire is basically the steel bows from last time, except worse. Or worse for me, better for them. Oof. Fortunately, Seth has 12 resistance. So he is going to be taking care of these guys. Despite his injury. Actually, before I start, 2, yeah. Okay, alright, it already knew. Color, we'll go red. Red for danger. That is a janky palette, but I've seen worse. So this is a once promoted journeyman because he's got 5 move instead of 4. Hit rate's a little shaky on this one, but wow, this enemy only had like what, 10 HP? Oh, thank God, a vulnerary. Does shove would actually help, or I could just reposition him too. She's got option of both. Ah, sure. Could I be real derpy about this and just rescue drop kite this guy around until Erica can kill him? I might actually be able to do this. Okay, that red axe looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Disappointed that Erica has the male archer sprite, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you gonna do? Oh, you're over there now? Oh, but now you're dead. Man, enemy journeymen have cool looking axes. Alright, I can work with it. Oh, monsters. Got archers right off the bat. Poison bow, but 35 hit, 43. He's already looking at 0 accuracy against Seth. Especially since he's a monster and only has shove, so no class skill. Just to my advantage. Why do Bales have Canto plus? Or maybe this. Hopefully this is just a boss, which since he's not moving, doesn't move, he won't ever use it. But we've got this random Wyvern Rider over here, though. It's Thunder's stats. Thunder's pretty good. Hits a little shaky, but 4 weight and any amount of crit's decent. What about Iron Lances? Iron Lances are kind of yuck. They're as heavy as old Steel Lances, not as much. Well, actually, they might have 1 more might. I think Steel Lances were 10 might, 13 weight, but lower hit, which makes them pretty bad. Got an Iron Bow. I already know what those do. You don't have a ranged attack, so as terrifying as you are, I can pick at you from afar. That rhymed and I didn't even mean for it to. This actually works. Just have to make sure the bow user doesn't one-shot her, which he technically would. So I do need to kind of get her to safety afterwards. But Seth being a flyer also means I can cheese a lot more than I, if I really need to, which is great. It kind of makes up for, that 10% defense growth, though. So, like, if things go south, I can pick up Erica and, like, hover over here where nothing can hit me. She's still in danger. If she gets hit, basically, it's she'll be reduced to 2 hit points, but she'll also be poisoned, which poison can do between 1 and 3 damage. So there's about a 66% chance that the poison would kill her afterwards on the following turn. So definitely need to make some distance. So that's safe. So now it's going to be exciting to see what the new characters come in as. You got a fighter and a Bale. Ah, all right. Well, Gillem's useless. He's not even a good wall. Well, he's got HP. He's got that going for him at the very least. Oof. What is... Oh, Seal Luck. But a Killer Axe, which is not really that killer. Alright, 40 HP, but only 3 defense. How much... Oh, these only weigh 3, so he's definitely not in danger of being weighed down. So his 3 speed is what I get. Oh, so since you never have playable monsters normally, I never realized that monsters have so the ready animation when you hover over them. So like how the fighter here raises his axe, the bale rocks back and forth. That's interesting. I didn't know that was in there. It's cool. But only 10 HP, 0 resistance. I don't know. I can't. I have a hard time imagining it. Um, Maybe the summoner class was originally going to summon random monsters like the final boss does, but that's the only thing I can think of. So basically, I have to make sure that or see if Gilliam can survive if I put him here. He has to take this archer, the mage, and then maybe this archer. Which I think he can. The damage output across the board here seems to be pretty low, which is interesting. We may see more craziness later, but so far most of these weapons have been randomized to very low damage output, excluding this Iron Lance. And then, of course, killing edge with the power of with the might of a silver weapon. But yeah, I'm impressed that hit. Did durability? No, it doesn't look like durability changed. I think I've seen a randomizer that can do that though. Oh god, look at that color palette. Alright. Seth to the rescue as usual. I mean, he might not die. He does have a big pool of HP. Unlike Franz. Ooh, actually, this probably was a bad idea. Then again, we'll try this. Yeah, figured that was gonna happen, but yeah, low hit rate. I was okay to take a gamble on that one. I need to get rid of that mage pretty soon as well. Oh, nice. That's should be camaraderie. It's a class skill for Peg Knights, or not. So where did that healing come from? Oh, no, we've got Amaterasu. I'm okay with this. There's another reason to keep Gillum alive, because he's technically a healer. Oof. Now I need to figure out how can I get Gillum a better weapon. He might heal all of that back. Maybe not. Between Amaterasu and the fort, though, yeah, he got close. I can actually do this now. Slim Lance. Slim Lance to the extreme, I guess. 151 hit. Now we can see Iron Swords. Iron Swords are useless. Great. Everything has such low hit, or everything has such low might. Hit is tends to be really high or really low. And so then, never mind. Thunder is kind of in the middle. But yeah, this guy, not much of a threat. Oh wait, this was Circles that made this, and so, okay, the comment in the beginning was not about, or was about Arch, but wasn't by Arch. Oof. Gotta remember that Franz's HP is really, really low. Alright. I unfortunately have to take care of this archer in order to protect Franz. This actually works. Going to have to rescue Erica, but frustrating that that's exactly enough to kill. 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, it's... Man, these are some weird numbers to see for these classes, but that's to be expected. It is a randomizer. Bit of a waste of experience here because that would have been an easy target to feed to almost any of my other units, but the mage gets to live. Five, 2. Right, it's out of range. Oh, he's going after Franz. Ah, not enough healing. Once again, it's up to Seth. The only one who can safely do anything about this. I suppose I could just block here. Because Gilliam can take a hit. Even if he critted, it wouldn't have been an issue. And then Gilliam's heal will put Erica up high enough HP to take a hit. Assuming I don't get critted. And Erica's that much closer to a level. Since the boss doesn't have a ranged attack, he is free food for Erica. What is this music? Which I technically don't need to worry about healing up. What's the range on Amaterasu? 2 tiles? Enemy phase is the healing, staff healing. Gonna take a little while, but this should get there. It'll be good experience for Erica, if nothing else. Oh, I suppose they technically needed to make that ready animation for that healing state. So when they do that heal, they do this animation as a tell for when they're healing. Okay, I don't need the rally in order to double anymore. Accidentally shove Erica into attack range of the boss. Whoops. Oh, okay. So no, the music is changing every time the music changes. It changes to something different, except for attack, maybe. Yeah, 'cause that wasn't the. Yeah, and this is something new as well. Interesting. I believe this is the boss killing blows on bosses automatically play crit animation thing. So I got some new units after this. Take a look now, or actually we can just start the chapters. We'll see them then. All right, Vanessa is a mogul, and Garcia is a peg knight, and Ross is a lord. 6 HP, 3 strength, but 12, 10, 13 at level 1. Peg Knight with Deadeye. Well, skill activation, and he's got good skill. These look very similar to Erica's growths. One magic, but Crimson Eye, which, at least it's not super heavy. She's still weighed down a bit by it, but and she's not big enough to rescue either of them. Oh, Mulder is a lord as well. Bond. Bond is always useful. I believe Bond should stack. That moment when you're actually concerned that an enemy with 8 attack can kill one of your units from full health. Though I suppose not with that speed. And 53 avoid. Well, he'll still have what, 3 to 98 hit, so he's still gonna get hit. Let's fire. Fire's also really weak. Okay, so I believe that the movement on ooh, a spear. Wow, that is nuts. Javelin, also bad. Iron Lances were kind of bad. Steel Lances are worse, as usual. But unlike last time, all these units aren't limited to aren't unable to move on peaks, so they will be able to come off eventually. All right. Well, he starts with a Shamshir, which is once again really low might. A decent crit rate, but all right. Vanessa at least has high HP, so does Mulder. Oh god, Vanessa, what happened to you? this would be. Oh. It's a light rune. Maybe. Hopefully. Well. But in the end, we're still relying on Seth, so this is gonna still be pretty normal. Oh, a secret book. Is that thief gonna go for the village? Ugh. Wow. Alright. Oh, that hit. Cool. I didn't check personal skills, did I? Duelist blow. Spur strength. So I now have 3 passive healers. Which I suppose could be worse. What do you have? Iron Sword. Does 1 damage. Let's get something with an actual hit. I guess. Wow. I can double Ross? How fast is that thief? The Ross was not slow, though the light brand might be heavy. I didn't check it. Well, they are really fast. And this is pretty heavy, yeah. Well. Didn't realize I was still playing FE7X with instead of everyone having super high HP though, everything has really low might. Nice. Eric is actually going to be pretty good for this. I like all the lockpick drops too. Even if I don't have a thief yet. If at all even. I may not get a thief. But I can sell them for money. Cool. Shamshir's decent. Poison Sword's worthless. But I have to be wary here. I think I'd rather the javelin than the steel lance. Steel lance is cell fodder. Not enough hit to be worth using. Let's see about, was it iron axes? Have we checked those yet? Not good, but marginally better than what he is currently using. I'm gonna get an iron sword for Molder. I don't think I have any lance users until Garcia. Garcia does have lances. I can use this. I assume it might be a light rune from FE7. Oh. Alright. So I don't think... Did we just take no damage from a heal? I'm not gonna be able to rescue this village. Maybe I can. But it's gonna be Seth Works again. Oh, Seth can actually use the javelin too. Should get weapon triangle advantage over here. Oh, the map music is now the Oh, so I had the music set to random, and I didn't know exactly how it was going to randomize. I kind of figured it would just randomize each chapter what like the overall theme is. It turns out that every time the map music changes, it randomizes to something new, and it apparently I did hear the attack music a little bit ago, and it changed to this now before I did anything that would change the map music. So I think instead of looping, it just moves to something else as well. I gotta find out if Erica can take a hit from the javelin. Probably. She has 4 defense now, and javelin's gonna have 9 attack. Or I can just move her closer, take the forests, and actually initiate on him and get some damage built up. It is kind of funny that we have enemy Ephraims again in roughly the same spots we had them last time. Oh right, iron swords were worthless, it was the slim swords that I wanted. I picked up Slim Lance and Iron Lance already. What is the Dragon Spear? Hits really hard, really shaky hit rate, but low weight, so it could be a decent high risk, high reward, low risk weapon. I'll hold on to it. This is gonna be it when as long as it takes for me to win that coin flip. Unfortunately, Vanessa is one of the more useful ones. When your max HP is so low, you can't even passively heal yourself. Alright, so I want to be... Since I need to kill, or at least occupy, this thief. But I want to stay out of range of this guy. Let's see. We're playing some heroes here. Got shove and reposition strats, making things possible. Wow, the music does really, now that I'm listening to it a little bit more, does sound really all over the place. Yeah, Seth's still being broken. The one truth in this universe. There we go. Get the pupil off the forest, so I have a better chance of hitting him. That cutthroat pupil. Oh. Welp. Oof. Ow. I miscalculated that. Forgot that Ross has 6 max health, which... I don't know. His other stats were great, but that 6 health with no guarantee of any no guarantee of any angelic robe, but yeah. You're not wrong. It was gonna happen. And yeah, 6 health, 6 max HP. I mean, Erica starting with 10 and Franz starting with 10 wasn't bad enough. Alright, so what does this have to give me? A hammer! Oh boy. Hammer's actually good. What? Why? I mean, alright. Four weight, 75 hit, and 15 might. That's the closest thing since the Mark killing edges to actually being broken. I'll miss Ross for being a secondary passive healer, but I do still have two others. Though Mulder is markedly worse than Ross was in stats, pretty much across the board. Yeah, that 9 con, the legend. Not that it means a whole lot. I kind of wanted to mourn losing the killing edge and not a killing edge, a light brand and a poison sword, I guess. But light brand was pretty shit too, stat wise. But this guy's got a spear, and this thing's crazy. This is almost an Uber spear by itself. Don't like him being on the fort, but... or not on the fort, but I can do something about that. No avoid bonus for you. I'll be taking that, that crit rate though. Nuts. Sure shot. I'll take it. That might actually be really helpful with all of these low accuracy weapons, except for the Slim Lance. Sure. I mean, that was my response. Really? Well, it is Fire Emblem. And it falls once again to Seth. To clean up. I'd have been real mad if that 80% missed twice after a 90% missed, and then we had to end the turn, and he switched to his spear, and I didn't get it. Oh well, rip Ross. His spur attack would have been welcome too. He would have been actually a really good support, but keeping him alive would have been a challenge. Let's see, Mamie is still an archer. Ignis. uh, def, half of def and half of res, which if it activated now, it would add no damage because she has 1 defense and 1 res, and those aren't likely to grow at 5 and 15% growth respectively. She only has 10% growth in strength too. So yeah, unfortunately unusable. That's actually kind of good. What is with all of these enemies? All the brigands were re-rolled to monks, and they all have shine, except for this one. Bard? Oh, Bard with magic. Oh yeah, I guess that was in Void Splitsar Adventure, which uses the same skill and class system as this does. I guess the dancers could use magic, but they were also stuck with Wary Fighter. Wary Fighter and all 3 of these are class skills to Bard and Dancer in this hack for whatever reason. Most of the dancers were fast enough that Wary Fighter actually tended to work against them rather than for them. Amaterasu was always welcome though. Alright, well. We get to find out what Colm's class is next turn. He may not be able to open this door at all. Well, he wouldn't be a promoted class. How much resistance does... It's got 11 resistance, huh? Well, it's a bad matchup, but it's completely safe for Vanessa. Zero res. Don't like that crit rate, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I could use some pure water, I guess. I'm kind of regretting setting the music to random. I might just turn Vanessa's animations off. Well, that's not a berserker. What is this? Pursuit? When under attack, speed +2. Huh. It does have the ponytail. Well, compensated for my use of pure water. Let's have a look, see what Colm's sprite looks like. Aside from some artifacts on the horse, that actually doesn't look half bad. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting any of these chests, or maybe I'll get one. This monk, I think, the brigand here is usually holding keys, but okay, it got randomized to an elixir, which is arguably more useful. Though, since chest contents got randomized as well, who knows what might be in there. Though it is a little bit of a shame that the boss is a priest. I just noticed that. Is that just level up fanfare? Oh, okay. It didn't sound quite right, but it did sound like fanfare. Oh, she is back in a single critical death range, unfortunately. It's kind of funny that we got both monks and priests here together. Oh, he used that elixir. So there's a 5 resistance. So taking no damage there. 4 damage there. 8 luck. 10, so it's still 2. So actually gonna see if Franz might be able to wrap it up. I think this guy might have a vulnerary as well. It was going to be a pain and use it. I have enough speed to double? Oh, right, the rally. Yep. Wonder if the enemy bard is gonna dance. Does the AI know how to do that? Nope. Probably for the better. I am running out of uses. Iron bow uses. Pink skeleton. Just not enough still. The hammer did 15. One second, I gotta step away. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I was going to weaken this guy into Dragon Spear range, but he then used another vulnerary. And if I want any of those uses, which it might drop with full uses, Don't remember. This is some interesting music. Finally. Let's see if this guy drops the elixir with full uses or not. Good. Good level up. He needs a lot of that. It did. And now no music at all. I'm not even hearing sound effects. Oh, there we go. Sound effects back. Molder. Huh. That's interesting. See, lightning only has 8. Taking 6. But I do cut through all of his critical for a change. Poor Naomi is only going to be useful for relinquishing her bow. Figure I can salvage as much experience as I can for at least hitting it with Garcia. Is that battle theme from Echoes? I know it's been a little bit since I've played Echoes. I shouldn't have. I went in a little too close with Erica. Okay, so this is random, not even just from amongst the tracks that were in the original base game, but from who knows what selection that they've imported to the game. That Molder palette. everyone heal faster. Yeah, Shamshir's the only worthwhile sword here. It's kind of hard to do much of anything with one strength, too. At least this is free attempt. Get lucky twice. One more time. Nice. Oh, Colm only has 6 max health too, though he has no need to be on the front lines anyway. So there's just that Myrmidon left. Speed that up. Can Garcia handle the Myrmidon? Only 7 oh, right, he's got an iron sword. He's got terrible accuracy. I know it's a little early, but I might call it after this one, just because this random music is actually starting to annoy me even. Alright, last enemy can't attack. Let's get him. I'm gonna heal you to death. I can't even hit with the poison sword. Alright, that's enough of that. What is this one? The woods? I can take a quick look and see what Ardor would be if I continued with it, but I think that's enough of that. Ardor is a gargoyle with more 10 HP, but maxed speed? What the heck? Astra, but only a 1% chance of doing it. Talk about a character of extremes. He's got pretty good strength and defense for his especially for his level. But wow. Axe Reaver's useless, so it was less than 20 hit. Even though the rest of its stats are pretty respectable. Rest in peace. Can I fly Seth down to just see what Ardor is? Can I get in there on the first turn? So I've got to reposition. How many spaces I need? 1, 2. I only need 2. So what is loot? Loot is a priest. How exciting. Priest with life and death. I mean, that once she promotes, that could have actually been kind of interesting, but then again, she also has Miracle. So take 10 more damage, but she can't get one-shotted if she's got over 50 hit points. So that's actually an interesting combination. Just not great on a priest. Which unfortunately it's the only common place that would work. Anyway. Alright. So hopefully I'll have cross tag battle by next week. Actually, hang on. No, actually, we're traveling next weekend, so and we're probably have to get up early on Saturday, so not gonna be able to. I probably shouldn't stream on Friday nights next week, so no stream next week. Haven't decided if I want to when I'm away. I could. I'm planning on bringing my laptop. It might be a bit spotty because the last time I was down there when I did it, I did have to cut my stream and reconnect, and that was awkward, but manageable. I don't know yet. But again, no stream next week. I guess I wouldn't be able to do cross tag next week then. Well, so definitely nothing next week. Play it by ear after that. Just keep an eye on the Discord, I guess. But thanks for joining for tonight. Sorry about the music. I didn't expect that to be that obnoxious. Maybe it was just me, but the rest of the randomness was fun, though. But, alright. Until next time, good night.